Was there a chance that Brad Stevens was not going? If he didn't move up, like was he given a hey, we need you to move up because Danny Ainge is retiring?
No. To hear Wick Grossbeck explain it and to hear people behind the scenes sort of talk about it, it wasn't a you've got to do this. It was Danny's idea, I believe, first, and Brad Stevens eventually warmed to it. I don't think you can understate, Dan, overstate rather, how important and influential the last 3 years has been on this decision. If the Celtics had been conference finalists or NBA finalists over the last 3 years with no issues whatsoever, I think Brad Stevens might be more motivated to stay on that job. If he saw a championship light at the end of the tunnel, but 18-19 was brutal. Last year was the bubble season, which was stressful, and this year had so many problems. So if you're Brad Stevens, maybe a break feels good for you. As I said to you yesterday, you can always, if you're Brad Stevens, go back to coaching. Like that opportunity will be available to you. This might not be. So I completely understand why Brad Stevens jumped on it. Again, the question is why the Celtics, without conducting a deeper search, offered it.
It'd be like me going into the front office at ESPN to then oversee all of the SportsCenter anchors. It just doesn't. What I do well is anchor SportsCenter, not oversee SportsCenter anchors. Something's missing here. That's all.
It is look, one of the overriding factors is the regard in which Celtics ownership holds Brad Stevens. I mean, all the public clamoring for Brad Stevens' job over the last couple of years has been nonsense because ownership firmly believes in him and firmly believes in his basketball acumen. So I don't think another organization would have offered Brad Stevens this job, but the Celtics, because of how much respect they have for him, they believe that he can do it. But you're right. It is a mixed bag with this stuff, right? Like Pat Riley certainly did it exceedingly well.
Yeah.
Danny Ainge did it exceedingly well. Both those guys are ex-players, but I don't know if that's as relevant as it used to be. But there have also been the flip side. I mean, Tom Thibodeau was an abject disaster as the head coach, the GM of the Timberwolves. There are other examples of coaches jumping into that situation and not doing well. So it's hard to gauge how well it's going to go for Brad Stevens with these results that we know about around the league.